No, my girlfriend in high school was Jewish, and I was deeply in love with her. I had one year, senior year.
Yeah?
Girlfriend. She was great. I didn't care about anything else.
How did it fall apart?
She went to college and I didn't. I never went to college. So she went to Dartmouth. So now she's in like Ivy League school.
She can't be hanging out with a loser like you.
Fucking no. And I'm like showing up in a Datsun B210 to visit her. Hi. And I saw the look on her face like, dude,
This
you
is
know
over.
you can't. You see these people?
Yeah.
Nah, man.
This is over.
Hurt really bad too. I saw her recently. She came and saw me on the road.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's so happy to see
God,
her.
that's got to be bizarre.
Yes. First girlfriend, and we're in our 50s.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Do you ever see any of your exes?
No, not. I ran into my ex from high school when I was 25 or 26 in New York.
Oh, it's not that far after.
No, it wasn't that far after, but it was interesting. It was like we were kind of adults now, and we hung out in a little bit, but then we went on a little road trip together, and she was so annoying.
Mm-hmm.
She was so annoying that I faked that I had, my friend called me up, and I faked that I forgot to take him somewhere so I could get rid of her. I go, I'm so sorry, I forgot. My friend Johnny's on the phone. What the fuck are you talking about? I go, dude, I forgot I'm supposed to take you there. I'm really sorry.
Oh,
I go,
no.
Listen, let me take care of it. I can still do it. Don't worry. I can take care of it. I told her, I'm really sorry, but I got to drive my friend. And I just like, God.
I've lied to a lot of people.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was one that I really wish I hadn't done it. I really wish I had confronted her and said, listen, I know, because she drove from like DC to visit me, but it was awful. It was awful. She was just nagging. She would just like, don't do this, don't do that. Like I try to listen to music in the car. She's like, I don't want to hear that. It wasn't like, why don't we listen to something that we both like? It wasn't a conversation. It was just, and I remember like, oh, this is what you were like in high school. She was like.
So she just wanted that back. She wanted that. I think for some people, that's a way of showing affection, you know?
I don't think it was with her.
No,
it was like she was just a really strong girl, and she became a strong woman. She was very smart and just very rigid in what she wanted and what she didn't want, and she just was, for lack of a better term, she was a bitch. she just like.
Well, and you were only 25.
Yeah, and also I was free at the time. I mean, I was 25 and I was finally a professional comedian. I was actually making a living. I was doing comedy clubs. I was doing okay. I was, you know.
I mean, that gets back to the thing of life being normal and competing with comedy. You know? Because comedy is a weird life.
It's too much fun.
I was
like, you're not going to drag me into this shit. I know where this goes. This goes to me being a henpecked husband, and you're yelling at me because I didn't do what you wanted me to do. It's like,
no, and you're sleeping until 2 in the afternoon if you feel like it.
Right.
And you're working. Oh, it's a joke to call it work.
Yeah.
You're hanging out with guys that you like, and you're just out and meeting anybody you want, and you're in New York City. You're like living Miles Davis's life.
Yeah. It was even worse than that because I was hanging out at pool halls too.
Oh, yeah.
So that was my pool hall days. So all day long, this is what my day was. I'd wake up whenever, I'd go to the gym, I'd get a workout in, and then I would go to the pool hall. And I would go to the pool hall in the afternoon, and I'd hang out with the guys. We'd play pool, we'd talk shit, we'd have some lunch or whatever, and then I'd go do shows. So I'd do shows at night, and then I'd come back to the pool hall at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and it would be packed. And those fucking animals would be in there gambling and talking shit and doing drugs, and they would stay up till 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and then we would go to the Star Diner in Mount Vernon, New York, and we'd eat cheeseburgers, and like cheeseburger deluxe. So it was a cheeseburger with like coleslaw on it and pickles and onions, and then I'd go to sleep and I'd wake up and do it all again. So I had this life of just like being around these degenerate bachelors. They were fun people with great stories, and they were always gambling. Everybody was gambling, and we're just playing pool all the time. And to this girl who's telling me, don't play that music, I don't like that music. I go, well, what do you like? Like she was just like, everything was like, you know, I remember don't chew that way, don't do this, don't do that.
Especially in New York, because it was